Hey everybody, welcome back to JT Channel and welcome to a little discussion basically about the future of the channel. It's a channel update, but as the title says, things have got to change. So we're going to talk about like what's been going on and what I think some of the changes are going to be as we head towards the 1 year anniversary and head into 2025. Gosh, I don't even know where to start. I guess the best place to start is the Minecraft video that came out recently, and that's kind of what triggered this conversation. Because it's Sunday. Normally on Sundays I do MAW. That's like the day, and I had today off, and I could have done MAW, but instead I just kind of spent the day with my family. We went shopping and bought a few things, had some fun, and then just kind of came home. I started watching a new show. I took a nap. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I never take naps. I never just rest. But I did that today, and then I figured it was time to make this video because the Minecraft video that I mentioned, it's the most recent one. Me and my wife played Minecraft for over an hour because we just get lost playing Minecraft. And it got 0 views. It's been out for like 3 days or 4 days or something. And it's still sitting at 0. Now, sometimes I'll release a video and it'll sit at 0 for the first day, maybe the first day and a half at max. Then it gets a view or 2 or 3. And, pardon me, I'm usually like, you know what, one view is better than 0 views, and 2 is better than 1, and so on and so forth. So, it's usually pretty good, but clearly Minecraft just isn't doing it for my channel. Now, I've always said I'm not trying to chase views, chase clout. I'm not playing the most popular game in the world right now, you know? Worlds. But I'm always going to do what I enjoy. And that's still what this channel is. It's what I enjoy. But I do realize that if I want the channel to grow, then I need to start focusing in a little more. Like, I was playing Doom a while ago. Those videos were doing good, and I haven't touched Doom in a hot minute. The Beast Inside. I'm having a lot of fun playing that, and that seems to do okay. 2 or 3 views a video at least. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, I now am realizing as we reach 1 year of this channel that I don't need to chase clout, but I do need to be a little more mindful about what I post. So, much as I didn't want to do it, that's probably it for Minecraft. Maybe forever on the channel. If you haven't watched that hour, 3-minute video of me and my wife playing Minecraft, you're more than welcome to go check it out. I'm not going to tell you, go watch it, run. But you're more than welcome to check it out. But don't expect anything after it. I hate to leave it on a cliffhanger, but the Minecraft video is just starting doing it. MAW does pretty well. That's not going anywhere. It'll be later this week. It'll also feel like... I'm stuttering like crazy. It will also feel more like a go-home show, which in pro wrestling is like the televised event right before a pay-per-view is the go-home show. And so having it sometime during the week will work out a little better since our big event is next weekend. Another thing I've noticed is that these videos usually do pretty good. Not all of the videos where it's me talking to you guys, but like my review videos. Those do really well. If you go look back, and trust me I do, at when I reviewed the Godzilla movie from earlier this year, The New Empire. I reviewed WrestleMania. The few wrestling things I did when there was like big wrestling stories that broke, I talked about those. And then of course Godzilla -1, the Vince McMahon Netflix series. Those do pretty good numbers. Now, not a lot of those people are coming and staying on my channel, but it's nice to see. And I do have to think about that. It's like, do I want to get paid for this someday? Do I want to do this for the rest of my life? Am I just doing this for fun? Those are questions that I'm starting to think of now that we're almost to 1 year, which, you know, day after Christmas, so we're still a little over a month out. But the answer to all those questions is yes. It's all yes. Like, of course someday I'd love this to be my job. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have to come home from work and try to figure out when to make a video. That would be my work. I could just make videos, and that would be pretty awesome if you ask me. But right now I'm doing it because I enjoy it. And I do. I do enjoy doing this. It's just clearly some things aren't working. So expect a lot more videos like this where I'm talking to you guys. I don't think due to my job being the way it is, I worked 29 hours the last 3 days. I've told you guys a bunch that my job kicks my ass a lot. But due to that, due to me being gone all the time, I can't always make it home in time to watch Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, and be able to watch it, make notes, and then have time to make a review video the next day. That's really hard to do with the job that I currently have. Like, my favorite reviewer is Simon Miller. That's his job. His job is reviews. My job is moving people's furniture, clothes, and other shit into a truck and to another house. That sometimes that takes 8 to 10 hours. It kills me, and I just don't have the time or the energy to sit down and be like, let's watch this whole episode of Raw. Let's write down all the stuff that I think I need to cover, and then hopefully tomorrow, Tuesday, if I don't have a job, I'll, just be able to do it. But if I do have a job, will I even make it home in time to make the review? So, and then if I start to push it later in the week, then it's Wednesday and it's Dynamite and so on and so forth. So it's, and you can go back and watch those too. I had a few JTWRs, JT's Wrestling Reviews, and they did okay. Wrestling reviews always do all right. But again, it's just something that's really hard for me to do. So while it's hard for me to do, I do enjoy doing this. I enjoyed talking about In a Violent Nature. That was such a good and interesting movie, and I really loved coming right off the back of it and talking to you guys about it. Same thing with Godzilla -1 and Mr. McMahon. Those are the three that I remember the most. Now, I do remember The New Empire as well. And I was going to do Deadpool and Wolverine, but I decided against it just because, I don't know. That's a different story, because I like that movie, but I know it wasn't like a great movie. It had a great story, great characters, great cameos, but like doing a review of that movie would have been really hard, at least in my opinion. We'll talk about maybe we'll talk about it in the near future. But I do enjoy just talking to you guys, but I also enjoy playing video games. So it's kind of, I keep like not losing my train of thought, but I have multiple trains of thought right now that are all just kind of crossing the tracks at the same time. I'm not killing the channel or anything. That's stupid. I'm going to keep doing this until I can't do it no more. That's what I decided last year, just before Christmas, when I told my wife, I was like, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I was like, and I'm going to start it, and I'm going to keep doing it for, ages and ages to come. I want to do it till I'm an old man, if I can keep it up that long. I'm already an old man, according to her. But this isn't me like, I know I sound kind of somber, but it's a sombering, whatever the word is, moment for me to realize, all right, I can't really do Minecraft videos because they just don't do well enough. Like I said, 1 view is better than no views, and our last video did no views. I do want to get back into the games I was trying to beat, and I apologize if there were people that were into those games that I just kind of stopped. I have ADHD. I might be autistic. I'm pretty sure I'm neurodivergent. I have a lot of things wrong with my brain. So I can't always focus as much as I want to. I can hyper-focus. I'm really good at hyper-focusing. And while I thought that's what I was doing with some of those games, it wasn't. I would get unfocused, a bunch of stuff would happen, I'd play a different game. So I'm going to get back into Doom. I'm going to finish The Beast Inside. No Man's Sky. That's another conversation. God, I was so happy to get that game, but it took like 2 days for it to get 1 view, and I think it maxed out at 4, which again, 4 views is kind of normal for this channel. From what I've noticed, especially gaming videos, it's like 4 views is kind of the standard. There's like 4 of you that watch all of my videos, and thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. I so appreciate y'all. As always, I say this all the time, my brother, he watches a lot of my videos. As far as I know, he watches all of them, although that Minecraft video is at 0. But I appreciate anybody that checks out any of these videos. No Man's Sky, I don't know if it's coming back to the channel or not. I'm going to play the fuck out of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I just am. I love that game so much. And that's the thing is like, just because I'm not playing Minecraft on the channel doesn't mean I'm not going to play it at home off the channel. It's something that me and my wife bond over. And we have a toddler. it's something that we get to do, that we get to focus on while she's, doing her thing, toddler stuff. And then there's like Lego games. We like playing Lego games together. Will that be on the channel? I don't know. It might just be something for me and her to do away from this, away from, I don't want to call it spotlight, but away from having to set up the phone and make sure that I can see what I'm doing and she can see what she's doing and so on and so forth. So I've been babbling all mopey for like 10 and a half minutes now. So let's move on to some of the good stuff. Let's move on to some positives here. I don't know if I ever told you guys this. I'm not sure if it's a good thing. Here we go again. All the trains are crossing. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this. I don't know if I've told you guys in the past, but I do have a Steam account. I got a Steam account earlier this year when I was still working at our local grocery store up the road. But the laptop that we owned doesn't run Steam. So, I say owned, we still own it. It doesn't run Steam because it's a Chromebook. I had to ask my wife. Chromebooks, that aged Chromebook, which was 2019, I think it's 2019, they hadn't been updated to run games on Steam yet. So, I got my Steam account set up, couldn't do anything with it. A few months ago, and I think I did mention this on the channel, I got a computer sitting up in a loft over there. I don't know why I'm pointing. You can't see over there, but it is over there in a loft. It's a computer, like a regular computer with a tower, keyboard, cords, all that shit. With the intention of setting it up and getting Steam going. I haven't done it yet. The good news is I'm getting more motivated to do that. Sometime soon, I'm going to get that down, get all the parts out, put it together, and see if it works, set it up. Hopefully, by 2025, January, February, I don't really want to guarantee anything, but soon enough, within the next 3 or 4 months, I'm going to get that set up. And if it works, we're going to start playing games on Steam, which is awesome because that is where a lot of my favorite YouTubers get their games. Some of them are free. There are some free Steam games that are really popular. Excuse me. And I would love to play them. I mean, I missed out on the Lethal Company Spike. And that sucks because I would have loved to play Lethal Company. That seemed like such a fun game. But I didn't even have a laptop or a computer by then. Now, I am telling my wife's family that all I want for Christmas this year is a gaming laptop. But that's, we'll see what happens there. But that is a positive, I think. By the end of this year, I'm going to know for a fact if I can play if I can get onto Steam for you guys. And if I can, holy crap. That's going to change everything because it's not just a PlayStation 4. That's all I have. We went to a shop today. It's called McKay's. Some of you may or may not be from Tennessee and know what that is. But they're a buy-sell trade shop for like movies, books, board games, video games, CDs even. And we went there looking for a different console or different games and stuff. We really couldn't come up with anything because it's hard. All we have is a PS4 and consoles are expensive. So, getting Steam, even if I'm just playing on a computer, even if the setup is the same, like the phone, TV thing, having Steam means a lot more games. That does mean keeping up with the times. Again, not chasing views, but keeping up with the times. It's like, hey, my favorite YouTuber is playing this game, and it's brand new, and it looks really fun. Maybe I'll check it out. I check it out. Same thing. People start watching. It's like, oh, hey, I heard of this game. What does he do with it? Excuse me. So that's a positive for sure. Another positive, I've mentioned a couple times, my 1-year anniversary on YouTube's coming up. How the hell did we get here? How are we only like 5 weeks away from Christmas, and then the very next day is I've been on YouTube for a year. Now, I've thought about this a lot. Most likely, my 1-year anniversary video is going to be wrestling related. It just makes sense. I'm such a huge wrestling fan. Out of all the things I talk about on this channel, pro wrestling has got to be near the top of that list. Like, I'm into heavy metal, metalcore, and of course there's Godzilla, there's horror films, there's all these things I could talk about, but I definitely think that pro wrestling is at the top of that list. I would love to sit here and talk to you guys about like my favorite metalcore or metal albums ever, or my albums of the year or whatever. I'd love to talk to you guys about. I said I would count down my. I would. Blah. I said I'm getting really excited. I said I would do a ranking of every Godzilla movie ever, and I am working on that, but it hasn't happened yet. I want to do that in November because it's that's when Godzilla's birthday anniversary, whatever you want to call it. Same thing with horror movies, but I think it's easier if I have a pro wrestling conversation. You know what I mean? So it'll probably be pro wrestling related. Wow. I'm not sure what it'll be yet. I'm thinking like maybe my favorite matches ever, my favorite wrestlers, my least favorite wrestlers, I don't know. But it'll be a big pro wrestling video. If you watch this and you any of the other stuff I mentioned, let me know in the comments what you want to see for my 1-year anniversary. Would you rather I played a video game? Or would you rather hear something about my music tastes, Godzilla movies, horror films, anything like that? But more likely than not, I'll probably I'll do some sort of wrestling ranking, or I'll talk about wrestling for an extended period of time. Speaking of pro wrestling, looking to the future, 2025 is going to be where I try a few more things. I've mentioned this in the past, where I want to do like a review show where I review old wrestling stuff. And I've been thinking about it a lot more about how I would do it and how it would work. Like, it wouldn't be retro ups and downs. I'm not going to steal an idea from somebody, especially not Simon Miller. But, I'm probably going to do something like that next year, where I watch an old episode of a wrestling show or an old pay-per-view, and then I'll review it. I don't know how frequent that'll be. Again, my job is very infrequent, so it's hard for me to pinpoint. All right, this will be every Wednesday, and every Monday I'll watch an old show. But I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about bringing back wrestling reviews next year. A little more experimentation with stuff like this. Like I said, more reviews. Reviewing movies and shows and series and music and all that. It's fun. I don't want to become an outright review channel, because another thing that's definitely happening in 2025 is I'm going to start focusing on certain games. Like, when I was playing The Beast Inside last month, I really wanted to play just that. But because of my scattered brain issues, I couldn't focus. So I'm going to try to get better at hyper-focusing on one game at a time. Like, I probably won't, besides MAW, I probably won't play any other games except for The Beast Inside. I want to finish that game. I was super into it, just like I was Lunar Nightmare. Lunar Nightmare broke. Beast Inside just kind of got away from me. After I beat The Beast Inside, I'm going back to Doom. I promise. It's Beast Inside, and then it's Doom. The reason it has to be Doom is because while we were at McKay's earlier, I saw Doom Eternal for the PS4 for like $15. I really want to continue on the Doom journey. Doom Eternal looked so good, and Doom the Dark Ages comes out next year. If you don't know my reaction to that, go look for it. Look on this channel for my reaction to Doom the Dark Ages. There's a short, and then there's a full reaction video. I am stoked. Sorry, there's an adorable cat next to me. I am so stoked for the next installment in Doom, so I need to beat the 2016 remake, and then I need to beat Eternal. So I'm going to go back to The Beast Inside because that is a really fun, really unique game. But I'm going to beat The Beast Inside before I go back to Doom, and then I'm going back to Doom. And then, of course, MAW as often as I can, once a week, hopefully. I think that's it for now. I think, this video, I hope you guys, understand where I'm coming from. It's time for a change here on the channel. I need to back away from games that aren't doing well, and that, maybe are a little more fun without the worry of this. And that's not to say, screw you guys, you don't get Minecraft. It's just, clearly you guys aren't into us playing Minecraft. There's better Minecraft YouTubers out there. I don't have the editing skills or the editors to do the cool stuff. And, you know, a lot of our Minecraft is just walking around and mining, and that's not exciting to you guys. Fair enough. We'll take Minecraft off the channel from now on. Maybe if there's interest in it in the future, like when the channel continues to build, sure enough. And then, you know, more experimentation. Things are going to get better. I know the first half or so of this video was very, like, sombering or sobering. I'm still not sure which word to use there. I'm not even sure sombering is a word. But the first half or so of this video was very much me being like, look, I got to stop doing certain things because they aren't working and I need to be able to focus. But I promise you things are going to, this has changed for the better. You know, I'm going to start, when I have time off, I'm going to start maybe recording more than one video at a time. Which brings me to my final kind of announcement. I have a bunch of time off coming up at the end of this month. I'm not really happy about it, but it's not my boss's fault. My boss is having his first biological child with his wife, and his wife is like super excited and has made all these vacations for them. They're going to be gone for like a week or more the week of Thanksgiving, and then he's going to be back for 3 days and gone for another 4 days to see more of her family. So I'm going to have like 14, 15 days of no work coming up here in November and December. I don't know where he's going to be for Christmas, but I assume he's going to go on vacation for Christmas too. Those are the times where you can look forward to a lot of just tons of videos, because I'll be taking certain days and it'll be, I'll record, end a recording, and then start a recording. And I'll do that 2 or 3 times and then schedule the releases throughout the week. So that'll be a big week for me to like really pound out some videos. That sounded really bad. But it will be. It'll be a good chance for me to sit down and go, okay, it's time to beat the beast inside. If I haven't beaten it by then. If I have, it'll be a week of Doom. Maybe I'll beat Doom that week. It's like, to give you a more specific perspective, he is leaving for Oklahoma on the 26th of November and won't be back until the 1st of December. And then the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I should be back to work. And then he's gone from the 5th through the 8th of December. So there's your little timeline of where I'm definitely not working. And then after that, back to work, yada, yada, yada. The 5th through the 8th of December, I might have a job. We have a massive job involving an apartment complex coming up, and it might be in December to where, even though he's not here, I might still be able to work. So, but yeah, just look forward to the week of Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have a lot of free time on my hands because I don't do any cooking on Thanksgiving. Are you crazy? But I told you this is all positive. Thank you to everyone who is part of this channel, no matter how long you've been here. If you hopped on the channel recently and subscribed, welcome. It's complete insanity. You've seen my daughter a bunch of times. If you've been here since the very beginning, you have no idea how much I appreciate you. And if you're one of the few people that does watch basically every single thing I put out, I could hug you, but I won't kiss you without consent. Definitely stick around. Stick around. Things are going to get better as we lead up to my 1-year anniversary. And next year, I have a lot of big plans for this channel. Like I said, an actual computer, getting Steam working, maybe getting a gaming laptop, a gaming setup. Next year is going to be, just things are just going to keep getting better. They already got better this year when I upgraded to a better phone and a better TV. That automatically made it just a step above what it was. And I'm not saying we started at the bottom, but I mean, I had a crappy Android phone. I still have an Android phone, but it's not crappy. And we had a 50-inch TV. That's a good sized TV. I'm pointing, again, you guys can't see over there, but it's over there. But then we upgraded to a 65-inch TV with better sound and clearer picture, wildly clear picture. And then I got a better phone, a bigger phone with a better camera and better, I guess, also sound design, like designed to capture sound. So that's just the goal. The goal is to keep going up and up and up. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I've babbled my gosh darn head off. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the comments, or don't. I rarely get comments on these things, but let me know if you're looking forward to anything. Give me some ideas for my 1-year anniversary. Look forward to MAW sometime during the week. It's the go home show for Hail to the King and Queen. Don't miss Hail to the King and Queen. It's like I think it's a 7-match card. It'll be this upcoming weekend, the weekend before Thanksgiving. So like the 23rd or 24th, I think, is when I'm planning on doing it. The go home show is going to have some a fun go home angle on it. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to hype up MAW for once. If you make it this far in the video, you can go ahead and you can shoot if you're not a fan of MAW. But I got a fun go home angle planned for MAW this week, and then of course Hail to the King and Queen this weekend, and then back to the Beast Inside and Doom, and then back. I'm gonna start hyper focusing. So until next time, as always, thank you so much. Couldn't do this without you guys. Like, I'd keep making videos that got 0 views, but what's the fucking point? So until next time, this is JT Channel. I am JT, and I will see you on the next one.